Hello students, so we will be doing proposal writing today. This is our topic. Now this proposal writing, it's a compulsory portion for you all. You cannot avoid this. You have to attend this and it's of 10 marks. And you will not get an option also. You will get one proposal writing which you have to attend. Now before discussing the format of the proposal writing, let's just see that what is actually proposal writing. Proposal writing is nothing but it's kind of a planning or a suggestion that you give so that you get approval of certain program or event from the head of the institution. So wherever you are conducting the program or the event, you make a plan, you give suggestions so that you get the approval. And that is how what it is called proposal writing. Now, proposal writing has a format and you cannot go wrong with the format. So you need to keep in mind these few things before you actually write a proposal. That is, you need to give a heading, introduction, statement of objective, list of measures, then write a concluding sentence and end your proposal by putting your signature, right? So this is the basic format of the proposal writing. Now we will understand this with a question. Then we will see the question of proposal writing. For example, if you get a question like this, as the president of the social service club, we want to organize a program of collecting handmade cards for charity. Write a proposal stating the measures you would take for an effective outcome of the program. So the moment you get your question, first thing is that you need to give a heading, right? You don't have to write as if this is heading. You don't have to write HEADING heading. No, you just need to give a proper heading. For example, in the question only you will get the heading. So you don't need to think about a catchy heading or something like that, which we have seen in directed writing and all. So you don't have to think about any catchy heading. In the question only it is mentioned that you need to collect handmade cards. So for that you can write this heading immediately, proposal for handmade card collection program. So this will be your heading. Immediately underline it. And after that you leave a line. And just the way I have written introduction, now you have to mention introduction. You cannot exclude this part, introduction. You have to mention introduction with correct spelling. Then give colon and underline it. So just after the heading you leave a line and in the left hand side you write introduction. You have to mention introduction. You cannot just start the introduction without writing it. So give this introduction, colon, underline it, and immediately you start from that line. Now in this introduction you are introducing, right, that what the topic is about, what the heading is about. You will directly go to the program. You will directly write about the program in introduction, right? And remember, in the introduction you have to give two reasons, right? You cannot just give one reason. Remember, in introduction you need to give two reasons and you are directly talking about the program. You don't have to add any flowery language or sentences, or you don't have to exaggerate much. Directly you have to write about that what is the proposal is all about, what is the program, and the two reasons of conducting that program. So you have the example as well. So you are writing introduction, you are giving heading, leaving a line, introduction, colon. How you are going to start? We propose to organize a handmade card collection program for a month. To do what with that handmade collection program? First reason is to raise funds, and then what to do with that funds? To contribute to missionaries of charity for social welfare. So there you are giving two reasons directly in the introduction, that what you are going to do, what is the program all about, what you are going to benefit from that program. You are going to raise funds, and from that funds you are going to contribute to the missionaries of charity for social welfare. And there your introduction ends. Just two reasons and you end your introduction. Next line again, you leave a line and come to that saved position where you have written introduction. You write statement of objective, right? You write this term. You cannot exclude this. Introduction, you have to mention. Statement of objective, you have to write these terms. You just cannot write the objectives and leave it, then you will not get marks. So introduction you write, you have to write this word. Statement of objective, you have to write this, then give a colon, and immediately you start from that line. So what is the objective of this program? Again, here also you write 2 sentences. The program will help students learn to contribute for social purpose, right? Obviously, it's social. You're the president of social service club, so you want to organize this so that you develop your purpose is social, and also it will also inculcate values of kindness and generosity in students. So doing this social purpose, what will the students get? What you want the students to learn? What you want to know your friends to learn from this card collection program? Creating this handmade, the students are making this card. It's its own handmade part, and it's a creativity also. So what are you going to do with these cards? It's for the social purpose, and also so that they can learn the values of kindness and generosity. So this is your simple objective, right? Simple thing. Obviously you're doing something, a program for the students to inculcate these habits of kindness and generosity and nothing else, right? So it's a social purpose, and you want to inculcate values of kindness and generosity in students. You end with statement of objective in 2 sentences, nothing more than this, right? 2 reasons for introduction, 2 sentences for statement of objective. Now comes the next part, that is list of measures. Again, in the same position you are going to write list of measures. Introduction, statement of objective, list of measures. Remember, giving heading first, leaving a line, then writing 3 things you have to remember: introduction, statement of objective, list of measures. Introduction you have written, 2 reasons you have to give, directly you talk about the program. Statement of objective, 2 sentences. List of measures, 5 or 6. Remember, list of measures need to be 5 or the 6 measures. In list of measures, what you are going to write that how you are going to proceed with the program. So just taking this example only. So what you will do, first you will tell the students, right? The students will be told to bring the handmade, bring beautiful handmade card to school. They will be told to make it, and should be handmade. Second, house captains, somebody need to collect. So house captains will be responsible for collecting those cards from the students, right? And then art and craft room may be used for the storage of the collection. Now after collecting, you need to see that where you need to keep those. Then the collection of the handmade cards to be sold at the end of the month. Fund raised to be donated to missionaries of charity. So where you want to donate it, you mention that. And program may be supervised by so and so teacher. You give the name of a teacher always in proposal writing. You cannot do any program without the guidance of a teacher, because obviously if any teacher is there to supervise, all the students will be, they will be interested in doing something. So you actually need guidance of a teacher to do a program or something like that. So you must mention the name of the teacher in proposal writing, and see the language. You will always use maybe. You cannot use can, because you are taking kind of permission. You have not been granted permission for this. So you are taking permission, and you are suggesting that you can take so and so teacher, you can use so and so room for keeping the collection. And next line we will conclude by saying, we hope our proposal will be accepted. This you must mention. Simply you conclude it, and then in the right hand side you write your full name, and you mention the designation, that is the signature. You write your full name on the right hand side, and that's there the designation. So this is how you end the proposal writing. Give a heading, then introduction, statement of objective, list of measures, should be 5 or 6, end with the concluding sentence. Then right hand side you write your full name, that's your signature, and your designation, that is president. Right? So this is how your proposal writing should be. Right? So practice this. Thank you.